Hi, you're at Hangsters in Daytona Beach, Florida. I thought I was out of my element whenever they stuck me with pickup trucks and then stuck myself with a Volkswagen that I knew absolutely nothing about. But here's something here that I am totally out of my element with. I have no idea what the heck this thing even is. It says it's a 47 Ford on the title, so I guess that's what we're going to go with. All I know is it looks like something that the Beach Boys should have in a video with a surfboard in the back, or maybe Fonzie should be sitting in the driver's seat with his arm hanging out the window. That's the only thing I know about this, but I can go over to mechanicals with you on it. Does have a double A-arm front suspension, I'm sure chrome moly, real high-end ball joints on the front of it, disc brakes in the front, everything brand new and fresh. It looks like a custom chassis, a custom built frame for this particular vehicle. It does have an aluminum radiator with it, with a fan and a shroud complete with it also. It does have possibly adjustable shocks on it, I can't really tell, but the springs are definitely new. Neat looking car from the front. It does have a hood that snaps onto it with 4-hinge pin or hood pins. A nice straight looking car. It does have rack and pinion steering on it. Tires in the front are new. It's green in places. Engine has billet components across the front of it. The bottom dampener pulley, the fan, which there is no fan on it, but that pulley is also built in aluminum. There's an electric fan on it right now with an aluminum radiator. What it does have, though, is a small block Chevy with it's an 014 block, which would designate it as at least a 4-bolt block used in a, say, 70s up GM car, truck, whatever. This engine had a lot of multiple uses. Does have a set of Holley aluminum cylinder heads on it. Does have a 180-degree intake. Holley also aluminum. Holley vacuum secondary carburetor, so it has a complete Holley induction system on it, and cylinder heads. It does have air conditioning. It doesn't appear to have power brakes anywhere on this vehicle. I know it doesn't have power steering, but it doesn't need it. There's nothing on the front wheels anyway. It's going to steer as easy as could possibly be without it. It does have air conditioning. And you can hear the engine till the lake pipes roar, just like the Beach Boys said. It does have a set of 4-tube into a set of collectors and a set of lake-type exhaust system on the side of it. Dual mirrors, original wiper, singular, one wiper on this guy. Does have the original vent-type ventilation system for it. Green wheels, green accents, high performance black, Maltese cross with Bad Boys toys on it. Neat looking vehicle. It is a pickup truck. It does have air conditioning. It's got green wheels, black body. It's a nice looking vehicle so far. It's definitely unique. It has a convertible top that apparently snaps off. It does snap off. And then you'd have an open air top to it without this. There'd be some bows across here for structural support, you know, for this material. But you could snap this off and have basically a moonroof type system on the car. I don't know if they came that way or if this was fabricated with the vehicle whenever it was built. At any point, it does have it now. It's kind of a neat system. A removable moonroof. Well, let's go toward the back and see what we can find there. Okay, someone has put new lumber in the bed of it. It does have a wooden bed. The gas filler neck was at some point positioned here on the wooden deck. It's now been moved to the side for whatever reason, but it does have a locking style screw type cap that goes on to it for the side filament to the gas tank at this point. I know that it does have a regular tank in it. It's not a fuel cell. Nice across the back end. Like I said, it does have lumber in the bed of it. Does have tail lights. Does have turn signals. It's missing a surfboard, but You can always add that. Nice looking car around the back. Truck. Okay, the side of our 47 Ford pickup truck. Same as the other side. You know, high performance, flat black. Everything appears to function properly. I mean, the doors open and close. It does have that neat roof on it. It's a bench seat, which Devin and I will do an interior presentation here shortly. Very solid vehicle. I really don't see anything out of line with it. It does have a custom radio in it. It has an antenna on it. It has a turbo 350 automatic transmission in it. So you do have air conditioning and an automatic transmission. It has, that's weird, it has chrome pipes on this side and wrapped pipes on that side. A little confusing, but that side has wrapped on it. I think it looks better with just the aged chrome, the blued out chrome on this side. We'll have to take those off, I guess. Nice solid vehicle the whole way around. We'll make no attempt to make any presentation as far as defects or marks or anything else. It's a driver quality vehicle. Mechanically, I haven't driven the vehicle, but I understand it runs really well. I know it fires up every morning religiously. There's no issues whatsoever with the running capability of this thing. Rod had it out and said it runs absolutely great. Mechanically, you've got a small block Chevy, aluminum heads, Holley intake and carburetor, vacuum secondaries, lake pipes on it, new tires, great big huge ones in the back, a hood that does snap in place, does have air conditioning. Flamethrower ignition too, by the way, I neglected to mention that. It does have a billet distributor with new wires and coil. So you got a really, really, really nice mechanical setup here. I don't know what it has for a rear end yet. I do see that it does have a 350 turbo on it though. So once we get under there to do the under chassis presentation, we'll know at that point. But from what I can see now, it's all Chevy in a 47 Ford. Looks great. Hi, we're inside our Beach Boy mobile here. Again, I don't know what I'm looking at, but I'm going to go over it just like it's a Camaro or anything else. Paint on the dash is very, very nice. It's green. It matches and contrasts with the outside green that's on it. It does have an air conditioning unit underneath the dashboard. Look at this. It has a tilt steering wheel, which functions. Automatic shift on the column. So just put it in drive, stand on it, and go. Tachometer, front and center. It does have a speedometer and a quadrant of gauges, oil pressure, temp, amp, and fuel. Has a Sony CD player system in it. Rear view mirror. It also has two external mirrors. Real nice. Actually, it's padded on top too. How about that? But that top does come off. It is removable. Has a comfortable bench seat on it. Little innovative door handles here to close it in the top part of the door frame. The hardware, software, whatever you want to call it, the window cranks, everything on this vehicle is just as nice and fresh as you'd ever want. Carpeting is black and it's not faded. It looks really, really nice. Material in the seat is nice. It's a nice interior for this vehicle. Also, these white face gauges really make it kind of pop out at you. It's a great looking vehicle inside. Custom steering wheel. The Fonzie would be proud. That's all I have to say. You know, he would be really proud to have this vehicle. Neat, neat, neat. Even has the old moon style decals in the windshield. It's available here at Hanksters in Daytona Beach. So if you want a one-off vehicle that is very inexpensive and a ton of fun to play with, here it is. Take a look at it on our website. We got a horn. Watch this. Okay, we got a Taxis functioning. Let me put it in neutral here. We have a speedometer that we'll soon see working, I hope. Fuel gauge that does function. Oil pressure that is up and high and nice as can be. A voltmeter that actually functions, 13.8. And a water temperature that's up to 200 degrees right now, operating temperature. We've had it running for a while. Let's see if we can determine how you put windshield wipers on this. Well, that's the headlights. That's not it. Let me see. Let's see what that does. That ain't it. Let's see what this does. That's it. got my mono wipe windshield wiper. And that's it. Turn signals both function. Well, drives surprisingly well. Wow. Look at this. I'm on a curve here. Down the road, no hands, straight as an arrow. Look at that. No hands, straight as an arrow. Let's try brakes, no hands. First time I've ever been in anything like this. Speedometer functioning as it should. It's actually running and driving. Like the fonts on Happy Days. I gotta put my hand out the window. How do I do that? Hand out the window. Okay, we're at Hangsters in Daytona Beach, Florida, and we're underneath our green and black something. It's a 47 Ford is how the vehicle is actually titled. There's a lot of custom fabrication that went on here. So the front part of this car looks like a 32 or 34 Ford, I guess. I'm really not well versed in this era of vehicle. But the structure of this vehicle is just totally amazing, what they've done with it, the undercarriage here. We'll go over and I'll point out everything that I do know and everything that I can show you that's plus or a minus on this vehicle. We're going to show you both directions. Okay, the front part of this is all rectangular steel frame. From the center of the car up, it's rectangular steel frame. From the center back, it's the original C-channel frame that the vehicle started life with. So that's where we ended up with our 47 part in the back and 30-something in the front. Has a 350 turbo tranny on it, a complete Chevrolet driveline from what I can see on this vehicle. As you can see, there are definitely no leaks anywhere. Bell housing area, the engine itself, or the 350 turbo tranny. Let's see. Disc brakes in the front, ventilated calipers, or ventilated rotors, new calipers, double A-arm, structurally designed front suspension on this vehicle. Everything is custom designed on the very front of this vehicle. Everything. All new brake lines, all new hoses. Has a can't see it from where you're at, but there is a steering rack assembly for the steering of this vehicle. Does have a functional parking brake assembly with the two that goes toward the rear, so it does have parking brakes in it. The tranny cooler is a finned area right here that they have fixed to the side of the passenger side of the frame. Really well made vehicle. Everything is custom fabricated as far as the floor pans go. The bulkhead appears to be also custom fabrication. It has a electronic speedometer off of your turbo 350 tranny. Again, all the lines are absolutely brand new for all the brake system. Everything is absolutely new on this vehicle underneath. Yeah, structurally it's very, very sound. They did a very good job on the cross member in the back. for your rear transmission mount is also welded to the box channel that they used to go inside the seat channel, and then they didn't stitch weld it, they entirely welded it, about 8-10 inches of solid weld on both sides to affix it to the seat channel that was 1947 Ford. Really well done, very well constructed vehicle, very strong underneath this vehicle. Let's see what's on the other half here. Okay, again, the rear section of our vehicle, you can see that it does have a seat channel type frame with the box channel completely welded inside of it. Incredibly strong adhesion between these two different type frame members. Cross section across the top of the original 47 Ford is very nice. There's no rust or deterioration on the remainder of the framework that is original to this vehicle. New shocks in the back, absolute brand new ones in the front, you can see. Again, cables for the parking brake assemblies, functional and new. New brake lines, multi-leaf rear suspension, 10-bolt Chevy heavy-duty rear from what we can see, new universal joints on it. Again, no leaks on the tail shaft assembly either. Everything appears to be fresh and new mechanically on this vehicle, everything. The entire drive line, as you can see, is all fresh and clean and new. An aluminum gas tank. I don't think it's a fuel cell. There's really no way for me to determine, but I don't think it's a cell. I think it's an actual gas tank. The wood underneath the bed is as nice as the wood on top of the bed. It's very, very well finished, very well done. Drum brakes in the rear. Everything structurally is very sound on this vehicle. The nice arch to the springs. I can't absolutely see nothing wrong underneath the vehicle. You can see where the frame sections are mated together. It's just a really nice, strong, well-made, well-constructed vehicle. Someone spent a lot of time putting this vehicle together for you. And the Beach Boys would absolutely love it.